Welcome to the channel. I'm Karan, and here we'll chat about everything related to the world of cricket. Information and interesting facts.
Warner unleashes brutal attack, mocks England's pathetic quest for moral victories in savage Ashes declaration. The Ashes war has erupted weeks before a single ball has been bowled, and the first devastating shot has been fired from the mouth of Australia's most notorious agitator, David Warner. In a blistering, no-holds-barred assault on the English cricket psyche, the former opener has declared the upcoming series a foregone conclusion, brutally dismissing England's entire campaign as a pathetic and desperate hunt for moral victories, while Australia focuses on the only thing that matters, winning. No longer constrained by a player's code of conduct, Warner has fully embraced his role as chief provocator, launching a psychological grenade designed to shatter English confidence. His message wasn't just a taunt, it was a declaration of contempt for England's approach to the sport's most sacred contest. 4-0 whitewash, the arrogant prediction that exposes England's frailty. Pouring salt on a yet-to-be-inflicted wound, Warner laid out his chillingly confident prediction for the series, framing England as a team so fragile that their fate rests entirely on the fitness of one Australian player. If Pat Cummins, is not there, I think Australia win 3-1. If Camo is there, it's 4-0, Warner proclaimed, a statement dripping with the kind of arrogance that has defined Ashes rivalries for over a century. The implication is staggering. Warner believes the full-strength English side is incapable of winning a single test against Australia's best 11. He even threw a calculated, almost pitying, crumb of comfort to the English camp. I think England will win the first test if Camo is not playing, he noted. This wasn't a concession. It was a strategic barb designed to highlight England's dependency on Australian weakness rather than their own strength. It paints a picture of a touring side hoping for injuries, praying for an advantage they cannot earn on their own merit. The ultimate insult. We play for the Ashes, they play for pride. But the true venom in Warner's assault came when he dissected the fundamental difference between the two teams' mindsets. He positioned Australia as the hardened, ruthless winners, and England as the emotionally fragile side who celebrate noble defeats and find solace in playing the right way. The Australian way will prevail, Warner declared with chilling certainty, because we are playing for the Ashes and they are playing for a moral victory. This single line is a direct missile aimed at the heart of England's cricketing identity, particularly the baseball era. It mocks their focus on entertainment and positive play, reframing it as a coping mechanism for a team that lacks the killer instinct to win when it truly counts. Warner is publicly stating what many Australian fans believe in private. England can have their stylish boundaries and their plucky draws. Australia will take the urn. The Stokes exception, a backhanded compliment designed to isolate and conquer. In a masterful stroke of psychological warfare, Warner singled out England captain Ben Stokes for praise, but even this was laced with strategic intent. By elevating Stokes, he effectively diminishes the rest of the team. I had the fortunate privilege to share a change room with Stokes when he was younger, and he has evolved into a serious cricketer and a fantastic leader, Warner conceded, recalling their past association. But this was quickly followed by a thinly veiled warning that revealed his true game plan. I think if we can not sort of poke that bear and get him up and about, I think that will help the Australians enormously, he said. The message is clear. Stokes is the only real threat. Neutralize him, and the rest of England will crumble. It's a classic divide-and-conquer tactic, designed to place the entire weight of English hope on one man's shoulders while planting seeds of doubt among his teammates. A call for blood. Warner demands a new generation of Australian aggressors. Lamenting a potential decline in on-field hostility, Warner issued a public challenge to the current Australian team to reignite the verbal warfare that he once championed. He wants the Ashes to be a battlefield, not a friendly exhibition. I want to see some banter out on the field. I want to see them going at each other a little bit, he urged, before ironically adding, obviously not at Stokes. In a direct call to arms, he effectively accused the current squad of being too quiet, too passive. Generally, it is someone like myself starting it, but I would like to see someone else in that Australian camp start something, whether it is Travis, Heady or someone else. Warner is auditioning for his replacement as the team's enforcer, goading his former teammates to prove there still poses the ruthless edge that defines Australian cricket. Now watching from the sidelines, Warner is clearly positioning himself as the guardian of Australia's aggressive flame, a bitter and annoyed spectator who fears his old team might be going soft. While he admits to a really good run, his words carry the sting of a man who wishes he could be in the trenches one last time, leading the charge against an old enemy he so clearly believes is already beaten.